been very like evil days. But the reality is nothing's been different. Nothing's really different. It's all the same. It all looks different. That's all. It just looks different. Humanity's always been the same. But there is one evil that rises above all other evils in my mind. There's this moment in time where a truly innocent man, the man Jesus, is hanging on a cross, being put to death innocently. Wrongly rather. He's innocent and he's been put to death and he didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve the death that he received. And this wasn't just a common death. This was really one of the worst forms of being put to death, this crucifixion. You suffocate. You hang there, you die, you're thirsty, you're starving. And you essentially just suffocate under the weight of your own body. And if that's not enough, this man was brutally beaten beforehand. Brutally beaten, mocked, spat in his face. People would whip him from behind and mock him. They stripped him naked. Can you imagine dying naked? Is there anything more shameful and awful to imagine but to die naked before a group of strangers? And there he was, a group of people who hated him so fiercely that they would put him to death in this way, but they had no good reason for why they would kill him. No good reason other than this. They didn't like who he was. They didn't like who he was and they didn't like what he represented. And it's crazy you think that Jesus, this man, who was not just man, this was God in the flesh, who had much power, and the world had seen his power. They'd seen his might. They'd seen how he would just speak and things would change. He would heal those who were blind by speaking. He would heal the lame by telling them to get up and walk. He would calm raging seas. He would cause demons to leave people's bodies just by a word. There's a lot of power in this man. And there he's hanging on a cross. He's hanging on a cross, dying at the hands of people who are putting him to death unjustly. If you had such power, what would you say to people like that? I'll tell you this, if it was me, if I had that power, I would say this: God, Father, take account of all those who have spat in my face and cursed me and beaten me and have treated me wrongly, so they will suffer. If that was me, that's what I would say. But I'm an evil man. And Jesus is not like me. He's not like you, and he's not like anybody else you know. Imagine this man picks his head up as he's hanging there, dying in his last breaths. He picks up his head. What is he going to say to people just like us? Because here's the reality, my friends. We weren't there, but in our hearts we treat him so very similarly. We reject God in the very same way. No, we weren't there. We didn't nail him on a cross. We didn't spit in his face. But all the love and goodness that he offers us, we treat him as if we are spitting in his face. He has called for us just to come to him and to know him. And we say, I don't want to know you. I want to know everything else but you. All the things that God has said is good. Don't lie. Be faithful. Be with just one partner. Be committed to one person. Don't look lustfully at others. Don't kill. Don't steal. Honor your parents. Have no other gods. We've broken all of those laws. We've looked at him and seen that he is not worth our time. We've put him away just like that crowd did. So it begs the question, what does God say to a people like them and a people like us? When he lifted his head up, he cried out this. He said, Father, forgive them because they do not know what they're doing. Our sin is so insane. It is insane the way that we act towards God. But thank God that he doesn't leave us in that place. This is what God offers, and this is the gospel. Father, forgive them. They don't know any better. Come to me, he says. Come to me. This death that I'm dying, I wasn't captured. I offered up my life on my own account so that he may pay for the sin and the death that we deserved. He was no victim, my friends. He was a victor. He did that for people like us so that we can know the love of God in a way that we were meant to know it, which is full and free. There's so much more to the gospel message. If you want to know, come talk to us. Otherwise, we've got a couple more songs.